type of conversations.
Right.
Like we don't like small talk. Yeah, small talk. It's not exhausting. It's just like you don't get anywhere. But at the same time, you can. I think everybody's capable of having a deep talk with anybody and everybody in a lot of ways. It's how you're able to connect with them and they're able to see you in a genuine, authentic fashion, whether we're like willing to like open up a little more about themselves.
That's really hard too.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's different ways you can go about it, and there's like with anything, like you can always approach it with different tactics and all that. But I know, especially my experiences and such, like being able to just talk to anybody.
You talk to everybody, and I was like, I love that. I wish I could do that.
But like one of the,
you can teach a class.
Yeah. Maybe someday, but I don't know. I got different ambitions right now. But I know one of the things for me that I find like really successful, and it's just something easy for me to remember when it comes to talking with people, is of course always be like an active listener and such, and just take like a genuine interest in them. But when it comes to like directing conversations in a way, I just always go off of FORD. It's an acronym for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. You can have deep conversations through that.
Yeah.
But then also, I always like to say, because I do a thing now with my channel where I film people. Well, if I tell you I'm not gonna, because I want to do it with you too. It's just like a quick question I'll ask you after we're done with the podcast. But I ask them this question, and I always title the section of my videos. It's a deep talk question. It's always, I just find it always interesting how people answer it, because it speaks to a lot of where they're at right now in life, with what the path they're going. So you'll see momentarily once I ask you the question what it is, because I never like to tell people ahead of time, because I just always want to hear what their thoughts are in the moment, without them having to think about it.
So like staring over. Not anymore. Now it's like 2 seconds and then he's over it.
That's interesting about like human beings, like you can say adults at that age, like in this case it's probably like 2 or 3. They're just sometimes so captivated by like the littlest things, or sometimes they'll just like captivate for a little bit and then on the next thing.
Like my daughter, How
old's your daughter, by the way?
She's 3.
She's 3?
She's almost 4.
Okay.
She is like such a kind. I know everybody loves their kids and they say like my kid's the best, but like she doesn't.
If you didn't, like, what would that say about you then if like you didn't say that?
That's
like,
true. That's true.
Like,
oh shit. It'd be horrible.
Because it'd be worse. It'd be worse than not saying like,
yeah.
my daughter is so cute. She's awesome. She's like the prettiest. She's the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. Like,
well, she's like you. She's so social. Like she will go up to anybody, big, tall, guy, girl, look like, and hi, I'm Savannah. Like anybody at any time. She has no fear of people. She loves talking to people. Like she loves interacting. She's all smiles. You know. But yeah, I love that about her. And people, what's weird, like having
seeing that instant like that too. Like I'm just thinking right now, like in the future when she keeps continually growing and stuff, like you're always learning from her in that aspect. Like that's one thing.
For sure.
From what you said, like that's not how you describe yourself, but because she's around you and you're around her all the time, like you can always just learn things from her about that aspect of like, oh, my daughter's always outgoing and stuff, or just able to engage with people. Like you can take aspects of that and just apply it to your life as far as.
Well, they said I had Asperger's, which is do you know what that is?
A little bit.
It's like they classify it as high intelligence but antisocial. That's like the classification of it.
How you go about kind of processing
social cues.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with social cues.
You're not able to.
And it's like, I actually like it because, like, when most people would judge someone on that stuff, I don't, like, on their social, I don't know, I'm not judgy because I don't even know what's occurring. Like, how do I explain? I don't know how to explain.
So you're not able to recognize or interpret.
Sarcasm. I don't understand.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Like I have to like tell myself, they don't mean that. You know. And it's like the best. Andrew, my brother, laughs so hard about that because he'll do it on purpose.
And it'll just go straight over your head.
Yeah.
You don't recognize it.
And I'll be like, or he'll be like, I can't believe. And I'm like, no, it's not. No. And he's like, Amanda, oh my God, again. I didn't get it.
There's a way you could train yourself to.
I've been trying. Yeah, I think I've gotten Because I can recognize it most of the time he's doing it. Mostly I think because I know his face.
That's interesting. You got me thinking, like, it's one of the things now I don't have to think about. Like, it just comes naturally as far as, like, oh, this person's being sarcastic. And when I think about now, like, if I had to explain to somebody, like, this is why they're being sarcastic. Yes, from the information they presented and stuff, that's what made it sarcastic. But also you look for, like, certain social cues.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also go back to, like, you can tell somebody's kind of lying. Because a lot of times you can look for certain
I
social
suck
cues,
at
like,
lying. That's
whether,
the
like,
one
they're,
thing.
they're a little fidgety or whatever, not direct eye contact. Probably something to do with cheekbones and lips you could go into too, detail-wise as far as, So, again, it goes back to reading people. That's a key. I think that's a very valuable skill to have. Just being able to read people, connect with people.
I feel energies. That's how I like to, like, I can literally feel energies from people.
Yeah. It goes back to a little bit also about how you're describing, like, you don't have the memories, past memories, but you feel it.
I have the feeling.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I forget, there's a term for that. Where you can,
An empath?
yeah, empath. Is it empath? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel more than you. What would be the other one?
See?
When you see? So it'd be we just call it CPAth. I don't know. Just for simplicity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure my video is going to stop in the next, like, probably less than 10 minutes. But just quickly continue on with after we got kind of off topic from talking about with your daughter Savannah. You were saying that in the ambulance. Then from after the ambulance, woke up in the hospital, and then you found out, and then you just explained all the scars and such.
Well, after the ambulance, I died, and I went,
That's what you got.
and that's like a really, I'll tell you that is like a whole nother, like,
Okay,
conversation.
fair enough. Did you actually, like, did your heart stop when you said
Mhm.
yeah?
Twice.
Wow.
So, I woke up then after that, he was still working on this knee, the surgeon. And I'll never forget.
You woke up during that?
Yes. Because they used ketamine to knock me out instead of whatever they usually
Ketamine's
use.
like the horse trade goes, right?
Horrible trip, by the way. That was like horrible experience. I don't know why people do that for recreation. I have no clue how the hell they do that.
Yeah.
It was horrible. So I woke up as he was doing this one, and he was hitting on my nurse. Like, she was sitting on this side, and he was in here, like, doing his thing, and he was, like, talking to her about, what are you doing tonight, or something. He was hitting on her, and I'll never forget. I woke up, and I was listening to him hit on her, and I thought, dude, just ask her, why are you such a pussy? You know? And then I said, can you guys talk about this later? And he goes, she's awake. And that's how I woke up. Yeah. And then he's like, she's awake. And everybody, like, all the doctors and nurses came, and they said, do you remember what we were talking about? No. I mean, I don't remember anything but what I just went through, which was a different thing.
Yeah.
He said, well, as I was unconscious, I was talking about the planet's dying. The animals are dying. We gotta stop it. It's gotta change.
Okay.
Like, that was like the gist of what I was saying.
Yep.
In like a repetitive loop. Like I was saying the same things over and over and over again.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, no. And he still talks about it. That surgeon that I see still says that him and his colleagues still talk about that because it was like creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very vivid in how it was, how they were saying it when they were.
I was like being like, it was almost like it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I don't know how to describe, because I don't remember it. I wasn't that person before.
Right.
See, so at that moment
That's
in my life,
yeah, again, like what you're saying we're talking off camera again about how you had like this information like, just downloaded.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to think, because at some point in your life or existence prior to an accident, you would have been exposed to that stuff.
But I wouldn't have processed it.
Yeah, you process it, or just like subconsciously you weren't taking it in without you really knowing about it. And then because of accident and then just the brain being impacted in a certain way, and all of a sudden going back to epigenetics, it just like released like
it expressed itself.
Yeah, it expressed itself in ways that wouldn't have been otherwise throughout your life. And it happens.
And I'm very
purpose.
passionate.
Yeah.
Like, in general, like, I'm a very passionate person.
Yeah.
So it was almost like it was my new passion. Like, it's like instantly that was my passion.
Right.
And so I was like looking for ways, like I joined the city council like thing, like this thing, because I thought I have to get involved, I have to do something.
Yeah.
And people don't really want to hear that. You know, like the average person, if you went up and was like trying to talk to them,
I love that.
right?
I love how just like from this accident, it's made you a completely new person in that sense where you, I don't know what you were like prior to your accident, or whatever, but it sounds like you became
I was
in a lot of ways.
work, make money,
Yeah.
work, make money. That's
Well,
what
through the accident,
yeah.
it heightens your gratefulness, your appreciation, your mindfulness of what you
Right.
have for life, and just the people in your life, relationships, and what you want to do with your life. It, again, it sets you in that direction of more purpose. So you have more purpose, you have more fire, and you have more fire. You're going 100% in everything you do. A lot of times, you want to value your time and make sure you're capitalizing your time.
Because we're here for so small.
Yeah,
I mean,
finite.
it's crazy.
It's not perennial at all. It doesn't
Like,
last
and that's
forever.
what I was showing when I told you. Like, I saw the planet, and then I saw the planets, and then I saw like a big scope of what it really is, and it made me think. Like, okay,
I do that all the time as far as that, like that zoom out thing.
Yeah.
What you just described.
uh-huh.
I've said it in my like DailyXander. I'm like, yeah, so we're on the SSS Earth right now.
I heard you say that.
Yeah, but I always do the thing like I'll zoom out like, yeah, I'm in Altamont Springs right now. All right, I'm in Florida. All right, I'm in the U.S. All right, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere. All right, I'm in planet Earth. All right, I'm in like whatever galaxy, and then zoom out. Yes, something like that. But yeah, go on with what you were just saying.
Well, it makes you like realize that and people get sad about this concept, but it doesn't make me sad at all. Like that we're such a little part of this big, huge. To me, it should give you more of a like it's not so heavy. You know, like
It should
everyone
empower
thinks,
you. It shouldn't
Yeah.
weigh you down because of that. Because it gets you to realize, all right, well, I'm maybe a small part of the equation, and yeah, in a lot of ways, like no matter what I do, the Earth's still going to be spinning. Like we're still
Yeah.
going to be existing. So in
Right.
that case, why not enjoy
Have
it?
fun.
Have fun, do the things you love, connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying.
So before I got on stage the very first time, you know, I just kept thinking about that. You know, you're just a small part, and you're never going to see these people again. And just make them feel something. Just make them feel something. You know, and
I love that because at that point you're just bypassing all the thoughts in your head as far as like, what are these people thinking about me, or how should I come across in my own head?
It doesn't
Because
matter.
At that point, you're just strictly like almost like you have a direct access in everybody's head as far as like, you know what? I just want to make sure I'm giving something maybe in value. As far as like, is it entertaining? Are they feeling something from it based on what I'm putting out?
and I sang a heartbreaking song because it was the song that got me through that breakup, you know. And so I almost cried on stage. Like I was like, because that song does that to me. So I was thinking to myself, I need to just tell the story and show them my heart, just literally show it to them, and have them feel it, and maybe it'll help somebody else through it, like it helped me.
Right. Yeah. I like that.
And then a record label called me 3 months later out of Texas. I still haven't signed with them, and they're not real happy with me. But I don't, yeah. But I just don't want to like tie myself down because they want me to move to Atlanta, and you know, basically I have to do what they want, when they want, how they
That's
want.
the thing. It sounds like how the music industry works. If you go with record labels and things like that nature, it just seems like you're not your own entity at that point.
Right.
You just go off.
You
how
belong
they-
to them.
Yeah. Which is odd because now in today's world with how business operates and there's all these different forms of networks you can go through to upload your content and such like that.
Yeah.
Like, how are producers or record labels still in business in a lot of ways?
Well, they spend on their artists. They just spend so much money on marketing. I mean, the budget on marketing is insane. I spend a minimum of 4 hours a day marketing myself because I don't have somebody else doing that for me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have to make sure that I have an ad for that song on MTV, VH1, BET. You know, it's been viewed by a lot of people, but I had to like make sure I was getting it to the right people. I had to network and contact this person, contact that person, send them, talk to them, you know. So there's a lot of time that goes into doing it yourself. If you sign with somebody, they already do. It's done, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I still might, because I'm tired. I don't want to keep doing this.
Oh yeah, you can only do it for so long, because
Yeah.
it'll take you away from other aspects of your life, whether it's
Yeah.
being there for Savannah or other people in your life, or just yourself.
I don't have time.